All right, guys, this video is going to focus on dividing up your macros into meals. So we're gonna hop on the computer, get on MyFitnessPal, and then just kind of go through it. So what I like to do is basically pick out my protein and my carbs for each meal, and then I kind of look and see what I have logged, and then kind of fill in the fat gaps as needed, and you'll see what I mean when we get to the computer. So these series of videos are mostly, well, they are for my clients. They're intended for my macro boot camp clients, but I'm sharing it on YouTube as well. So for those of you that are watching these videos and are not my clients, please don't email me regarding this. It's for clients only, but I just thought I'd share people just starting out with macros as well, and they can kind of piggyback on this. So yeah, I've actually already I've already recorded the computer part of this video, and I hadn't really given it much thought in advance. But it is typically what I would do. So thinking about maybe like tomorrow's macros, I would kind of log what I want for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then adjust accordingly, serving sizes and things like that. So if I'm short on protein, I might add an ounce of protein, or if I'm over on fat, I might look at what has a lot of fat in it and kind of reduce the serving sizes on those, or eliminate something altogether. So yeah, as always, let me know if you have any questions regarding this. I had Kodiak cakes for breakfast. You'll see that I posted that. And then I put, I think, tilapia and like some chicken and eggs. And like some yogurt. So the protein sources come from different, sources, not just like chicken. It's barely chicken. I think there's like 3 ounces of chicken logged. So you can do something that looks more like, a typical like competitor's diet, maybe like 3 meals of chicken and rice and broccoli, or sweet potato and tilapia and green beans, or you can kind of switch things up and be more flexible and like incorporate things that you like. I didn't include any sauces, but you're welcome to add like some barbecue sauce to your chicken. I usually use Mrs. Dash's seasonings, and I don't really need to log that because it doesn't have any macros. I guess I should probably check that though. Pretty sure it doesn't have any macros though. So yeah, I guess I'll just let you get to it. Okay guys, so we are here on MyFitnessPal. We're going to create this full day of eating with 200 carbs, 60 fat, and 140 grams of protein. So down here, you'll see the goals are not what we want them to be, and I don't even know why it says this. I think it's something that MyFitnessPal gave me when I put in percentages or something, but I never really change my goals on the computer or on the app because they change so frequently. I just remember them and I log accordingly, but I don't use this tool as to help me out. So anyways, let's get to it. So basically just try and add, with each meal you want to have protein, carbs, and fat. If you want to do things a little bit differently, you can. If you want to have a more protein dense meal and more carbohydrate dense meal, then you can do that as well. But let's see. So I'm going to have 1.5 servings of semi-sweet morsels, chocolate chips, in other words, 2 servings of Kodiak cakes, and that's a lot of food actually, but I'm just kind of wing this, and that's not not unheard of for me, I should say, because I'll have a little bit and then I'll go do something, and then I'll just like take it with me in the car and finish munching on them. And then I like Dannon Light and Fit Greek yogurt, so we'll have one of those for a snack after breakfast, and that's usually around my workouts. And then let's have tilapia. I usually have sandwiches, but for like more healthy, non-processed purposes, we'll just say tilapia. And then I'm gonna put broccoli in that tilapia. Let's do this one. So as you can see, it says 1 cup chopped. We don't want 1 cup chopped. We want to, this was screwy earlier, so let's say 1 serving is 100 grams. So I'm going to do a half a serving just to see what that comes out to. And then I'm going to add that. So let's look at what we have so far. 82 carbs with breakfast and snack, 10 fat and 41 protein, not bad, but maybe I could add a little bit more protein. So yeah, that's it, right? Tilapia, 25 protein or 26 protein, 3 fat, 3 carbs. Oh, I need to add my carb in here. And we're gonna have jasmine, rice, if I can spell. So here, check mark, that's always good to have. And I'm gonna have 2 servings of this because the serving size is 45 grams. And so I'm gonna make it 90. So add that. So my carbs are looking a little bit better. And so this is the total for the meal, but we wanna look down here. So we have 157 carbs. So we, have, let's see, what is that? 43 grams of carbs left. And then we really need to up our game on the fat, and then protein is 73, so we need a lot more protein. And you know what I'm kind of thinking is that I'm needing some fat, but I also didn't add any oil, so let's add some canola oil for our tilapia, and a tablespoon. I'll do a tablespoon. And then you know what I want to do for dinner, since I'm home at dinner, is I'm going to have breakfast for dinner. So let's see what comes up when I type in eggs. 1 large egg. So I need, let's look at the nutrition information, 5 fat, and I need a lot of fat. So I'm going to do 3 whole eggs. Go ahead and add that to my food diary. And then I also want to add more protein, so I'm gonna do egg white. Oops. Let's see. And I usually have Costco. I should have put that in because they might be a little bit different. Kirkland brand. 100. Yeah, that looks right. That looks like the one that I use. So I'm gonna do. And I'm going to add that to my diary. So I still need some fat. Let's see, I'm going to add some avocado. And 1 medium avocado. We need grams. So, baby whining in the background, sorry. Okay, so we can see that we need some more carbs there, almost 40 grams of carbs, about 10 grams of fat, and like 12 grams of protein. So what I can do is we can add a carb to our dinner there, because it's not a lot of carbs. So for dinner, let's see, we had eggs. Toast would be a good thing, but since we're doing breakfast, actually I'm gonna go back. Breakfast, I'm gonna add oats to my dinner. Where's my oats? Okay, let's see. So, half a cup. I don't know if that's gonna be too many carbs or not. And I like to have sugar with it, so that might be too many, but let's see what happens. Kind of checks and balances. Oh, we're like so close, so that's good. So 197 carbs. I still need some fat and protein. So what I'm thinking is I might just increase my serving size on the avocado to 8 serving. Yeah. Holding the baby, if you can hear the heavy breathing in the background. So fat looks good. Look at carbs are on point, and then I just need a little bit of protein. So what I can do, I don't really want any more eggs. Avocado and oatmeal. What do I want to do? I could just splash a little protein powder if I want, or I can do something like just eat a little bit of chicken. So let's search chicken breast. Do I need to put in Kirkland again? We're gonna search chicken breast. Yeah. And definitely don't want 6 ounces of it. So grilled chicken breast. I've got an animal over here. You're an animal. So I want to say, let's do 3 ounces. So I just added 3 ounces of grilled chicken from Kirkland brand chicken, and that rounded out my macros. So it's going to be kind of unconventional to eat just 3 ounces of chicken at the end of the night, or I could just add it to my lunch or divide up the meals how I want. But you can see, let's see, I have a breakfast, kind of like after breakfast snack, and then I have a lunch that looks like a dinner, and then I have a dinner that looks like a breakfast, and then I have, well, the dinner though is kind of a big dinner. That's a lot of eggs, avocado, and then I had oatmeal for dinner, even though I put it under breakfast, and then I added some chicken. So I've got 200 carbs, 58 fat, and 138 grams of protein. So, I mean, this is fine. I could try and get it exactly, hit my fat exactly with 2 more grams, throw a couple drops of oil or something crazy. For protein, I can add a fraction of a serving of protein or something, but it's just not like really that necessary. This is really good, and it looks like I've got 1,800 calories worth of food there, so that's more of like a maintenance type looking macro setting. So sorry about the heavy breathing. I've got a little 3-month-old over here. So yeah, this looks pretty good, and you can divide up how you want to do it. You can do 3 meals, you can do 4, just depend on your macros and how you like to divide up your day. I personally wouldn't wait too long in between meals. Like, you don't want to go 10 hours between meals is what I mean by that. And you also really don't have to eat every 2 hours if you don't want to either, especially when it starts to get pretty slim. You want maybe to add more volume to your meals. You can always add some more vegetables and get more volume that way as carbs and things start to go down. But for all intensive purposes, this is pretty good. And so you can see I just kind of fiddled around with stuff that I already eat, looked up carbs, proteins, and fats. But really, I didn't think about fat. It was mostly just carbs and proteins, and then I added fat as I needed to. Just threw in some avocado, cooked with some oil, and there you have it. So I hope this helps you guys out. If you have any questions, again, I'll probably post this on YouTube, but if you're a client of mine, please, I'm just going to do that face to face. Okay, let's stop. All right, so that concludes our video, and I hope you kind of grasped the idea on what to do and how to manipulate the serving sizes to fit your macros, and kind of just, it does help if you log in advance and do it like a day before at least, so that you're prepared for the next day. Ideally, you would at least have like some chicken prepped, some protein prepped, and a carbohydrate prepped, so that you can kind of just throw those together if you're in a pinch or you need to like pack some food or whatever. You can kind of just always have your food scale, weigh it out, and then just make sure you are weighing out everything that you're eating, that you're busting out that scale. If you have an apple, weigh out your apple. If you have rice, you want to weigh out your rice and cook it. I actually tend to measure my rice already cooked. It almost doesn't matter as long as you are doing everything consistently. So if you weigh it raw, then weigh it raw all the time. If you weigh it cooked all the time. That goes for your protein too as well. And the idea is that when you weigh it raw, it's going to be more accurate, but it's just not like realistic for me and my lifestyle. What I like to do is just like cook all my chicken all at once, and then just kind of like cut it up and weigh it as I go along, but have it cooked. So I always log cooked chicken, and I always weigh it after it's cooked, and same thing with rice and everything else pretty much. So unless I'm eating it raw. So just make sure you're just doing whatever you're gonna do it consistently. Again, we're talking every day. We're going to figure out your logging every day, and I can help manipulate your macros for you if you're having a really hard time with it. But you should probably be getting, the swing of things by now, the more and more that you do it. So good luck, keep at it, and I will talk to you soon.